Central Asian countries escaped the shadow of the Soviet Union only to embrace conflict, state failure or severe dysfunction. Institutions collapsed even before they were properly created. Left behind were nations as rich in folk traditions as they were poor in social development. But recent years have brought signs of a turnaround, the promise of economic prosperity in Mongolia, a measure of democratic stability in Kyrgyzstan, the end of Tajikistan's long civil war. All three countries are determined to attract international investors, in particular to the thriving mining sector. Serious challenges remain, from human rights abuses to corruption to a lack of due process. Building a strong, independent and respected judiciary is vital if these countries are to succeed. Public confidence in the judiciary is low. Even now, the sector remains grossly underfunded, subject to pressure and plagued by inefficiency. But IDLO is making a difference.
On one hand, we're working with the judiciary as a branch of the government, making sure that they have the independence and equal status to the other branches, the executive and the legislative, and to make sure that we eliminate this concept that exists in post-Soviet countries, that the judiciary is a Cinderella, a lesser-loved younger sister, which the other branches can discount and disregard.
IDLO, with support from the United States and the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, has complex programming in Central Asia. Immediate and targeted action to strengthen the justice sector, training in commercial law, access to legal information and legal tools, consolidating the judiciary's internal cohesion, and making things better for the citizen. In Kyrgyzstan, the organization is proud to have contributed to slowly improving global rankings on governance and corruption indicators.
Imagine the person who is in the courtroom. This is probably the person who's having the most difficult time of their life. Imagine being in the Soviet building, waiting in the hall, being either too cold or too hot, and hearing the leaking roof and the bad windows, not knowing what to expect from your hearing, not trusting the judge, not knowing if the judge is educated, if already somebody's been offering them bribes, if your fate has been decided. You know, in Russian, the words for judge and fate have the same root, судьба и судья. And that is what our bigger vision is, that the fate of those countries depends on a just, well-financed and well-run judiciary.